do a relative compression test. Just demonstrate it for you. So what is relative compression? Let's say you have a vehicle that comes in and has a misfire. You're not sure if it's the ignition, fuel, or compression. This is a quick way to test that. So we use a lab scope. I'm using the Pico scope today. We're going to use the amps probe. Already got it hooked up. Make sure you zero it. Hook it to the battery cable. You want to make sure you're actually going to the battery cable that goes to the starter or the big negative battery cable. Positive or negative doesn't matter. Just make sure this is facing the right direction. So I'm going to hook this up. Make sure it's all the way around the cable. So that one I would put on the positive, and it's going to go down to there, to the starter. I'm going to crank the vehicle. I'm going to use clear flood mode to shut off the injectors, but what you would need to do is pull the fuel pump relay, fuse, however you disable the fuel. And this is what you would do, disable the fuel. I'm just going to do a quick thing and do the clear flood, which most fuel injected vehicles have clear flood mode. And what that is you floor it and then crank it. That shuts off the injectors and won't let it start. That's what I'm going to do. Watch the waveform here. So this is no compression issue. So there's no misfire. This is normal, is what we should see here. So that is our normal waveform. Notice that the way this works, we're seeing the amperage on battery cable. So just like starting amperage, that's basically our starting amperage right there. But notice it's even. So each cylinder, as it comes up on the compression stroke, is going to create an amperage bump like that, because it takes more amperage to turn the starter over, to turn the crankshaft over. So that's even across there. So that's a normal waveform we would see for relative compression. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to take a spark plug out and show you what it looks like to have no compression. Get no compression in one cylinder, so let's go ahead and watch this. You notice a waveform actually skips one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have no idea which cylinder that is, because it could be starting on any cylinder when we shut it off. So this is just a quick and dirty way to see if you've got a compression problem, because obviously on some cars it's real difficult to do a compression test. So maybe you want to, verify that it is compression. So all I got to do is hook that clamp to that battery cable and crank it over, and you can see it right here. It's real easy. Now I don't know if you guys heard it when you're cranking. This one you could hear the skip. It's and that's a dead giveaway. Like the Subaru we had had a misfire on one of the cylinders, and I could tell just by starting it that it had no compression. So a lot of times you don't even have to go this far, but this gives you a definite no compression issue right here. And again, the other one was, the one before this was good. This is no compression. Now, you can go a step further. Now this is coilover plug. So generally, you've usually got a code on these newer cars anyway, so you don't have to go this far. But if you've got an older car with spark plug wires, or you've got the setup to go to each coil, you can set up your ignition scope here with this thing. I have number 1 firing on here. So I technically could do this with the wand, and then time it. And then if you know the firing order, 1 through 1, 2, 4, 3, whatever happens to be, you can figure out which one of these it is. So